Hello there guys, Tyrantsail here, welcome back. So, it does look like that Blue Sky has become the platform of choice for artists. The new social network that replaces X slash Twitter, however you want to call it. And as of the 15th of November, that's yesterday, as of posting this video, um, Blue Sky, X rather, has made it so that it's no longer possible for you to opt out of your posts being used to train their new Grok AI system. So what that means is whatever it is you post on X or Twitter is now going to be used to train their AI, whether that's your posts, text posts, or images, including your artwork. So that's obviously a major concern for a lot of artists, including myself. And the good news is Blue Sky has come out and made a post in response yesterday. And that is, they're celebrating another huge growth. I mean, of course, a lot of people are going to migrate on that day. And they are sharing their stance on AI on user data. And over here, they've just make a quick mention. A lot of artists have made their home on Blue Sky, and they've raised their concerns. And what they say is, we do not intend to use any of your content to train generative AI, and have no intention of doing so. And so that is a lot. That's a good news. That's good news. And they've also added an extra disclaimer that Blue Sky does in fact use AI internally. So it's not like they're not using AI. However, what they are using it is for content moderation as well as discover algorithmic feeds. So that's the discover button over here, as well as some of the others over there, popular with friends, for example. And none of those are generative AI in nature. So pretty much just a system that goes around and rank posts, make posts, more visible and some posts less visible, and nothing to do with actually like a chat GPT or whatever it is those Gen AI images things do. Now, I would like to mention I have checked their terms of service, and if you do try and search AI, like the last time I've checked, it doesn't pop up. And if you try to look for generative, it doesn't pop up. If you try to look for all these terms, it doesn't pop up. So basically, they've said absolutely nothing about it. So they're not for or against it. They're not banning AI outright. And I have seen quite, a few posts by some accounts. They're posting generative images on Blue Sky. Very very few, but they do exist. So it's not like they're banned completely. It's just, they're not saying for or against, and they're not using it to train their own personal system. Now, what that actually means also is that if you're on Blue Sky, there's absolutely nothing stopping Google or Amazon, whatever these crawlers are, from just crawling around and just downloading the images and training anyway. So I still personally highly recommend people go and protect their artwork by glazing it or nightshading it. Or if not, at the very least, I would highly recommend people go to their settings and go into moderation, and then turning this little button on, which is logged out visibility, and to discourage apps from showing my account to logged out users. So what that would do is it would make your account inaccessible for people from not logged into Blue Sky to be able to see your profile. Although it obviously doesn't stop anyone if their bot happens to have an account, but it just adds an extra layer. Yeah, so I would say doing that is quite important. Now, I would like to segue to a slightly separate topic, and that is quite a lot of people have started using these little tags, and this little tag thingy has just appeared quite recently. As you can see, artists, comms, and 3D, 2D. So these are neat little badges. I also have it on my profile, as you can see over here. I have mine over here, artist, digital, streamer. And this is a new label thing that's created by a group called here FurSkyCreators. And over here, if you want to add it to your profile, it's quite simple and self-explanatory. They have the instructions pinned on the top of their feed. But basically all you need to do is just go down to feeds, click on roles, and then just find what it is that you want. So for example, I have digital, and then I have, for example, artists somewhere. I have streamer, and then I have artists all the way down here, as you can see. Now this is a bit of an interesting quirk, because this is not actually supposed to be used this way. This is supposed to be a content moderation system. It's not actually a tag or a badge per se, but it is a nice little cute thing. But what it does mean is that if you have these labels on your profile, someone could in theory, let's just go back to FurSkyCreators for a second, and then what you can do is you can go to labels, and then if you click on, for example, hide artists, and then let's go back to my popular with friends. As you can see, the artists have all disappeared because they have been filtered out, which is not actually what we want. So if I go back to show badge and go back to popular with friends again, and go back and scroll down, see, now they're back on. So as you can see, this is supposed to be BlueSky's content moderation system with their labels, and so this is just something that they've added quite recently. Well, not quite recently, but someone has found it and repurposed it and used it as little badges, which is quite neat. And I do hope that eventually the BlueSky team will catch on to this and make it an actual badge system, because that would be quite nice to have these little badges below your profile, and to also have you be able to use this to filter all the artists, to filter them in rather than filter them out, because, you know, it kind of defeats the purpose of the whole tagging thing. Now, there is a workaround, of course, thankfully there is a workaround. You go to FurSkyCreators, and then if you go to their, I believe it's their posts, and then you go to their website over here, just click on their first link. That will take you to their page over here, FurSkyCreators, whatever, I can't read the rest of the URL. But you scroll all the way down. Over here you can see a list of categories, and then on the right side you can see all the creators. So I'm going to try and find myself, for example, but if you just want to find, for example, artists, you can just go here, see artists, click on view creators. I'll take you over there, and then you can see the like posts and everyone who liked the tweet, the post rather. You can see all these are the artists. So you can so that's an interesting way to work around it. And of course, where am I? I have, like, for example, I have like a streamer, for example, somewhere in here. Well, there we go. We can just go to streamer, for example, and then scroll down, and whatever it is, you can of course find yourself in here somewhere. Well, I'm not going to do that because I can't find it. But this is a neat little new thing. So you can have these little badges here and tag yourself and just show off to your friends. Hey guys, I am an artist. I do digital stuff, and I do also stream. I think that's about it, guys. What do you think? What do you think about these labels, and what do you think about BlueSky in general? I think it's becoming the home for artists. I find it quite useful, and with all these new labels, all of these new lists and feeds that people can use, it's becoming a much better place for, you know, discovering art and looking at art. As you can see, I'm just scrolling through randomly on my popular with friends, which is an algorithmic one. But if you don't like it, you can always just go back to following, for example, and you take back to whoever it is you're following. And so I like that. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. If you like the video, please click the like button, share, subscribe, all that, and thank you all for watching. Goodbye.